Apple TV Plus' Before includes very few songs in the soundtrack, making them all the more impactful and meaningful when they do appear. The psychological thriller follows the mysterious connection between a child psychologist and widower named Eli and a troubled young boy in the foster care system named Noah. After its release, the Billy Crystal show received extremely divided responses, with critics almost unilaterally debasing the show as boring, slow, and repetitive. The only part of the show they appreciate is Billy Crystal, the lead member of the cast in Before. However, viewers were much more positive about Before, praising the slow burn pacing and central mystery. One element that wasn't been discussed much by either group is the soundtrack of Before. The reason this has been all but ignored is because there are almost no songs in the Apple TV Plus original show, which is an unusual choice. Instead, Before primarily uses a score that builds up the tension and suspense. Still, the few songs that do appear in each episode have a stronger influence on the plot and characters. Before Episode 1. The Impost. So Close by Brooke Benton. The song So Close plays when Eli gets out of bed, lets his pug outside, and makes espresso. Only You by the Platters. Eli looks at his wife's photo of a farmhouse while Only You plays in the background, and he starts flicking the light on and off. He then puts the picture of a farmhouse under a crafting mat. Before Episode 2. The Scientist. I've Got You Under My Skin by Frank Sinatra. The classic Frank Sinatra jazz song plays when Eli feeds the dog food and puts the roses he ripped out of the ground back in the dirt during his rage episode in Before Episode 2. Before Episode 3. The Lie. I'm Looking Out the Window by Cliff Richard and the Shadows. The song I'm Looking Out the Window plays when Eli looks through the closet at his wife's clothes and then walks down the stairs. You Are My Sunshine by Jimmy Davis. At the climax of Before Episode 3, Denise sings You Are My Sunshine when Noah gets scared of his dark water hallucination to help him feel safe and comforted. This moment shows the emotional connection between Noah and his foster mother. Before Episode 5. Folia Ducks. What a Wonderful World by Louis Armstrong. The song What a Wonderful World first plays in Before Episode 5 for a moment when he's in the elevator. Later, Lynn's mom, Ruth, puts on a cassette tape of the Louis Armstrong song when Eli comes to visit her at her home, and he hallucinates dancing with his mother-in-law.